Did you see the fights, Brendan Schaub?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, Brian.
Congrats out there to Mr. Robert Whittaker to start with.
Oh, my God. I had to even issue not an apology, but I just admitted I was wrong. I love that. Whenever you pick someone, like, oh, you're so off, man. I'm like, yeah, no, I did not pick the underdog Whittaker to annihilate Jacare Souza.
Yeah, Jacare Souza.
I literally had to go on Twitter and Instagram and be like, I did not call that one, man. Holy shit, the Whittaker's the real deal. That happens, man, until you see them. Because name the best guy who's beat. Brunson, who ran straight forward at him.
Right.
Until that fight, we really haven't seen him fight the upper echelon.
He looked like he was kicking. I mean, he knocked him out with a kick, then a punch, but his hands were low, and he looked like he's had a lot of boxing. Obviously,
that's how he fights, man.
Right?
Yeah. I love that when people are like their hands are low.
He's out of reach.
No. You can't fight like this.
Yeah.
No one fights like this.
You got to stop the takedown from Jacare.
You're always around boxing, right?
Yeah.
You can do this in boxing.
Right.
There's no takedowns or kicks. In MMA, no one in the world fights like this. There's not one person.
There's not that peekaboo.
Diaz's do this where they're here, but they're traditional boxers.
Right.
No one, when everyone's like, God, these hands are low.
Because you've got to worry about takedowns, right?
Again, it's the old school way of thinking. Hands are low. No, it's mixed martial arts. The range are different. You can have your hands low.
Right.
When you're engaging, you need to have your hands up and stuff like that. But
what I liked is that he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but it was able to not panic, and he stood up when Jacare at one point had him on his back.
He had his back.
Yeah, I mean, crazy. Stood up.
I was wrong, man. Robert Whittaker's he's the next truth, middleweight division. Good luck beating that guy.
Damn.
After dismantling Jacare. The UFC's like, hey, here's your 8-fight contract.
Unbelievable.
Enjoy that, son. Yeah. Get to the fucking back of the line.
Isn't that incredible?
That's life.
That's life.
And now, so you got the problem is though, Whittaker's in a little bit of a he's in a great spot career wise, but he's not going to fight for the title right now because Bisping and GSP are fighting, so that holds that up. Word on the street is they're fighting in July, from what I hear, if GSP passed medicals. So that just ties that up. So then Whittaker fights maybe Rockhold or Yoel Romero.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I think it feels like he would fight. It feels like that's who he feels like would be next in line. Because Musasi's number 4. Well, no, Souza was 3. So you're right.
He beat 3, right. And so Souza beat Souza beat Musasi.
No, you're right.
Why would he go back a step a guy that already beat him?
I think the fight is Rockhold Whittaker right now. I don't think Whittaker's earned a title shot yet.
No, I'm not saying he has.
Right.
I'm saying he's going to fight either Yoel Romero, who's not fighting for a title. Right. Everyone's waiting. I think he either fights Yoel Romero or Rockhold.
Right.
I think Rockhold already called him out too.
If I'm Yoel Romero, let me ask you this: if I'm Yoel Romero. And tell me if he's able to do this. I'm saying I'm waiting. I'm waiting for who. I mean, I want that belt. Why would I fight a killer like Whittaker?
It doesn't work like that though, does it?
Are you not allowed? Can you refuse and wait? You
can, but you're not guaranteed a title shot because let's say Rockhold fights Whittaker
and beats him
in 30 seconds, head kicks Whittaker, or if Whittaker goes in there and throws a nasty uppercut, knocks Rockhold out in 30 seconds, he's getting a title shot over Yoel because he's more marketable. He fought recently.
Gotcha.
If Rockhold goes in and dismantles him, it's probably Rockhold.
Rockhold's dying.
People are going
to
leapfrog Yoel just because he's not marketable.
That's true. That's how the game works.
And remember, Yoel and Jacare had it. That was a close fight. I thought Jacare won, but they gave it to Yoel. Whittaker fucking murked Jacare. It wasn't even a contest, really. It was a fucking beatdown. It was
unbelievable.
And I got to be honest. I know I'm jumping on the train. I don't give a fuck. I'm jumping on the Whittaker train. I think he beats Yoel right now.
Yeah.
With his heavy hands and takedown defense.
If he beat Jacare Souza that way, there's no reason he couldn't beat.
See Jacare's face?
Yes. There's no reason he couldn't beat Yoel that way. It just, first of all, you got to also remember that Yoel is 38, 39, and this is a young 26-year-old who has 26-year-old speed. He's also faster, I think. You have to.
He's faster. He hits harder.
Yeah.
He has momentum right now.
Incredible skill.
I thought, and I said this on Big Brown Breakdown, I thought stylistically, Jacare was the worst matchup possible. I said he does great out of any of the top 6. Jacare, just matchup-wise, isn't great for him. And he dismantled him. Mm-hmm. I stick by it. I think he can beat anyone in the world in the top 4.
The other thing is he's very loose, really relaxed. He looked like he was just totally
If you saw his
relaxed.
fight against Brunson, where Brunson ran chin first, and it was a dangerous fight, and he's relaxed, stays composed, didn't eat shots, and knocked him out.
Yeah.
This kid is the real deal, man.
Where does Gegard Mousasi factor in all of this?
He's not a factor right now because he has to re-sign his contract. They signed Jacare, to 8-fight deal, which he'll retire in the UFC now. So, he'll never touch Bellator or anything like that. With Mousasi, they have to negotiate his contract.
Yeah.
And he's all about money. So unless they pay him the right money, I don't think he cares about titles and stuff like that. He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
He'll walk over to Bellator, who he has a relationship with, Scott Coker.
Right.
So
but everybody wants to be the UFC champ. That's the one thing that Bellator doesn't have going for it. Everybody wants to be the UFC champ.
Everyone wants to have money.
Well,
as a guy with over 50 fights, it's not the same.
Yeah.
He's been champ. He's Strikeforce, Dream, all this stuff. He's been there.
Yeah.
For a guy like that, this is his last run. Whether he has 5 fights left or 10 fights left, this is it.
It's funny how he's 31
you have to make
years
money.
old.
You have to make money. It's all about who's going to set me up financially for the rest of my life. Whether it's UFC, Bellator, Invicta, who gives a fuck? Joanna Man style, you got to get paid.
The money.
Yeah.
Now,
and then you have Michelle Waterson, Rose.
That was
not a good fight.
Rose,
it was my fight of the night. Not a good fight.
Yeah.
Michelle just, she just got a little bit outclassed on the ground. She didn't offer much.
She had that great headlock that she threw, and then Rose
got her back from there.
Man. Woof.
Rose grappling is just freaking on another level.
I would imagine Rose has her sights on fighting Joanna again, and this time
they've never fought.
Yeah, they have. Joanna and Rose.
No, they've never.
I thought Joanna got
no.
Joanna. I thought Joanna beat Rose down.
No, she fought the girl who's going to fight.
Oh, right. She fought the other girl who beat up.
Right? Yeah, she's never fought Joanna. But Dana already said Rose is getting the next title shot.
Both of those. Rose to me and Michelle Whittaker are the hottest.
Michelle Waterson.
Are the hottest. Michelle Whittaker are the hottest fighters to step in the octagon.
Very cool, man.
I think they're very cute.
Very cool. I think that's a tough matchup for Rose. Joanna's just on another level. It's gonna be hard to take her down. Her striking's so elite.
Yeah.
I like the matchup though, and they could use Rose as their champion if it were to work out.